35-year-old Burzy Armstrong is about to speak with two detectives after the body of his girlfriend, Tashika Young, was found lying on her bedroom floor. Burzy claims to have no idea why he was asked to come in and speak with the police.
Showed up to, have you been staying with Tashika or visiting her in the 2 weeks? Like, how's y'all's relationship?
Well, you know, she and I, we have a good relationship. Me and my parents, we have a good relationship. Okay. So I think that everybody meshes well for the most part. So
where, like, for instance, where did you sleep last night?
Last night I stayed in Middleburg.
Okay, so you stayed in Middleburg. Is that normally where you sleep when you're in town?
Yes.
Do you ever sleep at Tashika's?
The last time I spent the night over there was probably last Friday. Okay. Either last Friday or Saturday.
Had you been over to her apartment since last Friday or Saturday?
No.
Okay. So the last time you were at Tashika's place was last Friday or Saturday. You spent the night?
I spent the night. My mom picked me up that afternoon.
So what, in your own words, again, what is Tashika to you? Because you said family, so how, like, what do you consider Tashika?
She and I, like a future wife.
A future wife?
Yeah. She and I, we had kind of separated a little bit, but every time we separate, we get right back together.
Okay. So where are y'all at right this second?
Fixing it.
We're
fixing it. Yesterday she said that, is this about her?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. This is about Tashika.
Yesterday she said that she was like she wanted to fix the family, make the family work.
Was this in person or y'all talking on the phone?
We were texting.
Okay.
Tashika's cause of death appeared to be several gunshot wounds. When the police checked her phone, they found hundreds of toxic messages between her and Burzy. Several of the messages sent from Burzy were filled with threats of violence.
And then I texted her this morning, and I texted her this afternoon, and then she didn't respond to my text this afternoon, and I called her mother to see, you know, she was around her, because sometimes, you know, when she gets mad, she won't answer my calls or texts. Okay. So I just kind of send something to her mom and say, you know, can you tell her, just talk to me. And then I showed up, and then you guys put me in handcuffs.
Okay. You said sometimes she won't respond to you when she's mad. What does she get mad at you about? Why would she get mad at you?
Sometimes she thinks that I can be insensitive. Sometimes we don't meet eye to eye. Okay. But, you know, I'm a guy, man. It's some things I just don't care about. As long as she's happy at the end of the day, as long as we can kind of diffuse the situation, that's normally how it is.
So the last time you physically were at Tashika's apartment was last Friday or Saturday, or that's just the last time you stayed the night there?
No, that's the last time I was there.
Okay.
When I left there, I never stayed the night again. I never returned to her apartment.
I got you.
Yeah, I was actually going to try and see if she could come and hang out with me, but she wasn't answering my calls or anything. So.
Not only did she have two young children to care for, Tashika was also pregnant with her third child when her life was taken. The detective is about to talk about Tashika and her pregnancy in the past tense to see how Burzy reacts.
Do you know how far along she was in the pregnancy?
She had an appointment, and I think that she was 8 or 9 weeks.
8 or 9 weeks old?
Yeah, I was supposed to be making one of the next appointments with her in the future. But a lot of times when I come in town, I try to hurry up and get in and out because I have to make sure that I get back to work. Had something going on with my attendance and FMLA paperwork, so I had to get some things situated with my doctor.
Okay. Do you know what the status of Tashika is right now?
As far as what?
It's just, I mean, do you know why we're sitting here having this conversation? Why you're here?
No.
Okay.
I asked you guys that a million times.
Yeah. The officers on scene?
Well, I asked them, and they said that they had to speak to the detectives.
Right. Well, this is, like I said, it's an active investigation, okay? And you're down here at the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, obviously, okay?
All right.
Tashika's passed away, okay? And I'm very sorry to have to inform you of that. But that's why all this is happening, okay? And that's why I'm asking you for your help.
What happened to her?
Well, that's a good question, and that's why I'm here talking to you. I'm hoping that you can help me figure that out. That's why I asked you the question earlier. Do you know who else you know? Mr. Armstrong, let me ask you this. When you got there earlier and you saw all the police, give me a minute. I'll give you a minute. Alright. I'm gonna give you a minute. I need your help though, okay?
God! Oh God! Oh my God!
By now, I'm sure you figured out that Bursey killed his girlfriend and her unborn baby, and what you just witnessed was a man pretending to be devastated that someone he loves is dead. What Bursey doesn't realize is that a real reaction to an unexpected death would be filled with questions about how or why the person died.
Who did it? Who did it?
Well, that's why I'm sitting here talking to you, trying to get your help. Let me ask you this though: when you showed up to the apartments earlier and you saw police cars and crime scene tape and crime scene units and detectives, what was going? I mean, what was going through your mind? What did you think was going on?
I didn't know. Shit, I was showing up just trying to see my kids, see her real quick. Shit, I don't know.
Do you know where your kids are?
I didn't even know I got put me in. I didn't know what was going on.
Do you know where your kids are?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I called her at the scene to see what was going on, but she didn't answer the phone. She didn't answer the phone. That's why I showed up.
Right. Well, so that's what I'm asking you. Like, you obviously knew that you couldn't get hold of her all day today. You said you called her several times and she wasn't replying to you. Okay. And you show up at the apartment and see everything that was going on there with us. So, I mean, did you not? I mean, what was your gut telling you? Something bad?
I just didn't know. I don't know.
And again, I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, what the heck, man?
Well.
Oh, what the heck?
But I'm asking you for your help. All right.
I love her.
So we're trying to come up with a timeline of when people last spoke to her. Is why we were asking about your phone.
That's my phone. Just bring it. Just bring it. Where is it?
We'll have to track down the officer. Yeah.
But I can't do anything with your phone without you giving me consent. Okay.
Oh my God.
So that's up to you. I'm not trying to force that on you. Okay. Obviously you just got hit with a lot of information. Okay, and terrible news, and I want to respect that, but at the same time, we've got to try to figure out what happened to Sheikah now, okay? For her family, her kids, you as her, I understand. So I was just about to say, you, her children's father, okay? And that's why, you remember that question I asked you earlier? Did you know of anyone else that she may have been talking to or anything else going on?
I know she had friends and stuff, but...
Right. Do you know that she had people over at the apartment? Did she go out? You know, I mean, she's got 2 kids there, so I assume she can't
has
really.
A lot of friends.
But with 2 little kids, she probably can't leave home much, I would assume.
A lot of times her parents keep the kids.
Her parents keep the kids?
But sometimes, but I know that she always has them. So a lot of times I check in and she'll send me a picture letting me know that, everything's all right.
Does she have anywhere she likes to go, people she likes to hang with, things she likes to do?
Besides showing very little concern as to how or why Tashika died, Bursey also fails to ask about his 2 children and his unborn baby.
I don't know.
I know you said
I'm sorry. I don't go.
Okay. If her mom had a key, or if a good friend of hers had a key or anything like that.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
I don't know. I should have been there with her.
And she never mentioned.
What happened?
Well, we don't know. That's this. I mean, when you got there, I had just pulled up not long before
Y'all
you
had
got
that tape there. It's something that happened at that apartment. It's something that happened there. I saw her truck there.
Yeah.
I saw tape there.
Listen, this is an active homicide investigation. That's why you're here, okay? I want to know what happened. We want to know what happened. Okay. I want to help you figure out what happened, but in order to do that, you have to help me. Like, we got to work together right now.
She had a temper.
Okay. Do y'all throw things at each other, or just like stuff gets broken during arguments?
No.
Okay.
She throws stuff.
She throws stuff.
I'm more passive aggressive.
Okay.
I don't have time for that.
Okay. Anything physical?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Y'all never put hands on each other?
No, I've had to remove or grab her, but
Okay.
I've never like punched her or hit her or anything.
What's the worst thing she's ever thrown at you?
Yeah, a knife.
A knife?
Yeah.
Police ever get called on any of that stuff? Like when you were over there arguing or whatever, police ever show up, knock at the door or anything like that?
A lot of time. One time when I stayed on Harrison, a house we lived in that I bought, she pulled a knife on me. I think that I reported that.
Okay. How long ago was that?
That was like last year. And then there was another incident recently, but I didn't report it. I didn't really. I get to the point where I'm used to how she is, so I just go with it.
Okay. And you have not been over there since last week?
No.
Okay. Is there any reason why maybe your son would have said that you've been there since last week?
Maybe FaceTime.
Okay. How often do y'all FaceTime?
Probably once every couple of days or something.
Okay.
Bursey claims that the reason his child told the police that he was present the night Tashika was murdered was because the child confused FaceTime with him being there in person. The detectives are not happy with this answer, so they ask a similar question.
Ask you a question, and then I'm going to make a statement, okay? So I'm going to ask the question, don't respond immediately. Think on it for a second, okay? Because I'm going to follow it up with a statement. All right. Is there any reason why your 3-year-old son, Bursey III, would say that daddy hurt mommy? And then, remember what I said? Let me make the statement. Don't follow it up. Think about it for a second, okay? Because these incidents, it's usually one or two things, okay? Good people lose control momentarily, do some things, say some things they regret or wish they hadn't done, A. Or B, there's an evil that exists within you and you're okay doing that, and you go into self-preservation mode and start lying about what happened and always think about yourself, trying to protect yourself, okay? And since I've been talking to you, hold on, like I said, I'm going to give you a chance to answer that question in a minute. Just let me finish up. And since I've been talking to you, you seem like an educated person. I mean, you are an educated person. You've got a college degree. All right, we've had some normal conversation. You seem like a good dude. Okay.
All right.
But from what I'm gathering, based on what I know about that apartment, in my conversation with you, and the conversation that's been had with your son, it seems like something really bad happened between you and Tashika last night, okay? And maybe there was like a moment where things got really heated, really intense, and something happened, okay? And that's what I'm interested in. If you don't know, that's fine. I'm not obviously asking you to say something that you don't know about or say that you did something if you didn't. But what I'm asking you is, think about this woman, her family, and those 2 kids.
Yeah, I haven't been over there since last week.
Okay.
But I know that when it comes to interaction,
Okay.
she says that she doesn't bring any other man around my kid.
Okay.
So
you haven't been there. So if something bad happened to her last night, there's no way it could have been you.
Absolutely not.
Which leads me back to my original question. Why would your 3-year-old son maybe indicate that you had something to do with hurting her?
Most of the time, I'm the only man that's around her.
Right, and that's why I asked you earlier.
She's not supposed to have other men around my kid, but I'm not sure if that's the case.
Okay.
It could have been somebody in there, but I don't know.
But if there is,
if he's used to seeing me,
right? If there is, though, there's no way. I mean, come on, we know that as men and having children, like, there's no way your son at 3 years old is going to be calling another man daddy, right?
I don't think so.
I mean,
I know that
if it was to the point where your 3-year-old son was calling another man daddy, that would probably mean that man was around a lot, and you would probably know about it at that point, I would think, right? I mean,
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't
know. I don't stay there.
Okay.
And I don't know how she would. I don't think that she would introduce a man by his name,
right,
or something like that. I don't know.
What Bursey is trying to say is that he is normally the only male that spends time with Tashika, so it's possible that his 3-year-old son saw her being attacked by another man and he assumed it was his father. Unfortunately for Bursey, he is in panic mode, so he is struggling to answer the questions.
And there's nobody or no other reason that you can think of for Tashika or for someone else to hurt Tashika. She hasn't mentioned a single thing to you about...
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know.
You don't think she expressed to you if she was in any kind of trouble or fear or danger?
If she had something going on with someone else, she would probably try and keep it away from me.
And last night when y'all were talking, she didn't express anything like that to you?
No.
The only problem I have right now with Mr. Armstrong is that I have a child, your child, that says that you hurt his mommy. And at 3 years old, I just find that incredibly difficult to believe that he would make that up or just say that.
The thing about my son is, when it comes to men, I'm his dad, but I do not know who he has around him. I don't know who she brings around him when I'm not around. When he says that daddy hurt mommy, that could have been something a while back. I know that I haven't been in that apartment complex since last week. And I think that, I think that everybody kind of knew that.
Okay. I gotta just keep picking your brain a little bit though about Tashika and just like any little thing you can think of. Like, does she use Instagram Messenger, Facebook Messenger?
I don't know. Right now, I want to do something to somebody about the situation.
I understand. And that's why I have you here. I know this is the last place in the world you want to be right now, but I'm trying to take advantage of being able to get as much information from you, being probably the closest person, at least that we know of, to her. Because right now you're my only connection to her. I mean, her own mother probably still doesn't know as much about her daily life about certain things like you do.
I mean, when it comes down to it, I don't know. I didn't have passwords or anything to a phone.
Okay. Did she ever message you on Facebook, Instagram, any of that stuff?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. So that wasn't out of the ordinary for her to communicate with Facebook Messenger, Instagram, DMs, and all that stuff?
No, it's not.
What about an app, like a messenger app? Did she use any of those?
No, no text now.
I mean, y'all wouldn't have a reason to do that with each other. Y'all just text each other, right?
I mean, but we would still use social media just to do it because everybody uses social media.
I got you. What made you go over there today? I know you said sometimes y'all would go a day or so without talking if she was mad, and it sounded like things kind of ended where she might have been a little bit mad last night. So what made you, what told you to get a ride and go over there this afternoon?
I called her about 30 times, and she hasn't responded to me since. She didn't respond to me since last night. Then I texted her this morning, and she didn't respond to me this morning either. And, normally whenever I ask her something about the kids or if I say something to her, she responds. So I asked her mom to just tell her to call me or something like that. I thought maybe she might have been upset, but normally she gets over the small stuff. And, she still didn't reach out to me. So that was kind of like, let me see what's going on.
I got you.
Bursey gives the detectives consent to search his phone while he waits in the interrogation room. About 30 minutes later, the detectives re-enter the room and question Bursey about all the violent and threatening messages found on his phone.
I mean, there's stuff involving guns being put to heads and all that just within the past couple weeks. What's that all about? Knives?
Oh, with knives. Yeah, she was a little violent.
So what did she do?
She pulled a knife out on me while I was holding my daughter.
Okay.
One day, and I had it wasn't even a real gun. It was like a fake gun.
What kind of fake gun was it?
It was like a BB gun.
It was like a BB gun? What kind of, what did it have markings on it?
It was something that was store-bought. It was a BB gun, but she tried to make it look like it wasn't.
Did it have an orange tip?
Yeah, it had an orange. It's just a BB gun.
Yeah. Did it have like a removable, was it modeled after a gun? Or
I don't even know what kind it was, but I'm not violent. Me and her,
Why would she be sending you text saying that you pulled a gun on her?
I mean, it's a BB gun.
You positive about that?
Yeah, I am.
What'd you do with the BB gun?
It's probably still in her apartment.
Well, I mean, when you were there, what'd you do with it?
Oh, I pulled it out, and I didn't put it to her head.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Why pull it out?
Because I felt threatened and I didn't have a real gun on me.
Do you remember what kind of gun that you reported stolen back in January?
Yeah, it was a Glock.
Do you know what kind?
It was a 43X.
43X. Do you know what caliber that is?
Yeah, it's like a 9.
It's a 9.
Yes.
So in the picture messages that she sent you on your phone, it's not a BB gun. It doesn't have an orange tip. And on the side, you want to guess what it says?
What?
It says Glock 43X.
Yeah, but the thing about that gun, I haven't seen that gun since January, and the BB gun that I pulled out, I don't think that she had a picture of it. Okay. But I know that gun is probably.
Why would you even pull out a gun?
I mean, she pulled a knife out on me.
When did this happen?
That might have been like a month ago.
About a month
we
ago?
talked earlier about stuff
Maybe
like that.
30.
You didn't mention anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't call the authorities or anything about it. I mean, she didn't want to call the authorities either because she felt like it would have been child endangerment.
Stuff's starting to not add up, man.
I understand, but I didn't do anything to her.
One of the detectives pulls out a copy of the text messages between Burzy and Tashika, and he reads them out loud.
What about a gun being put to my head twice? You took my car keys. What was that all about?
I didn't take her car keys.
Okay, she's just saying that for fun.
Yeah, I know she was trying to take the kids and stuff, but at that point, once she pulled a knife out on me, by her pulling a knife out on me while I was holding my daughter, I felt like she would have did anything. And I also knew that she had a weapon. So I moved the keys, but I gave her car keys back to her. I told her, I was just like, I'm about to leave because I couldn't drive. So.
Is that why you broke the door down?
No. We almost got into a tussle, but we didn't. That was me, like, because she was poking at me. And I was kind of trying to, like, push her away a little bit, but I didn't want to.
So how do you break a door doing that? That doesn't make much sense.
You don't really break it, but you know, if you have a door like pre-locked and you know, if you push it, it was like that.
Okay, well then why does she say, then I walked away, you followed me into my room and broke the door. I ran into the bathroom to hide and you put a gun to my head.
That's not true.
Okay, well you didn't say that's not true.
No, she did that.
But you didn't say that's not true here.
That's not. In a text message, I'm not going to go back and forth in a text message.
When you went in that room last night, you got on top of her and she's in that bed, you pulled out that gun.
In what room?
Her bedroom.
What are you talking about?
There's a bullet hole through her pillow. There's bullet holes in her.
How many times did she get shot?
That's your children's mother, man.
How many times did she get shot?
What I tell you earlier. There's two ways people go in this situation,
no,
right?
How many times did she get shot?
You're trying to save yourself right now, BJ.
No, I'm being honest.
You're more worried about yourself than you are this
No, I'm worried about me getting, I'm worried about
You
going
haven't
home.
been there 24/7 for these kids. She has.
No, I provide for my children.
That's fine. You
every
monetarily,
day in and
but
day
you're
out.
not there for them day in and day out. She is.
Absolutely, I am.
She's not there anymore.
But
because of what happened between y'all last night.
I didn't do anything to her.
That's not true.
I promise
you
I
lied
did.
already to me.
I haven't even been over there.
I gave you your chance earlier to come.
I have not been over there. I have not been there.
You sat there and told me verbal altercations, verbal this, verbal
Yeah,
that.
but I told you that.
And now you're admitting that she's pulled knives, you pulled out a BB gun. None of this stuff was mentioned.
But also in my statement, I told you, I said that most couples go through it. I said I'm not one to.
I understand that, but I gave you a chance earlier. I've been very respectful with you.
Yeah, I'm being honest with you as well.
But you hit stuff. You didn't disclose all this earlier.
My first time going to that apartment complex since last week was today when I showed up over there. I have not been over there. So regardless of what type of altercation she and I have, regardless of how it goes, I haven't seen her in a week. I haven't been there. You look at my phone, You said something about locations and stuff like that. I haven't left Middleburg at all.
Well, interesting, all your locations recently have been deleted, so we can't see your recent
What do you mean
histories.
they've been deleted?
They're not there. It doesn't go back until like the 14th is your last history.
The detectives decide to get aggressive with their accusations, hoping that it will get Bursey to confess. What the detectives don't know, but will soon find out, is that Tashika's pants that she was wearing when she was shot and the murder weapon are both hidden beneath the stairs at Bursey's apartment.
You understand it's not going to be he and I judging you. Right?
I understand, but
So how do you want to be judged? You going to be judged as a man who got caught up in his emotions with having some sort of altercation with his girl?
I want to be judged as an honest man because I know that I didn't do anything
or
to
as
her.
the cold-blooded killer who left his children's mother laying there in cold blood with his kids in the apartment with her and left to save yourself.
I didn't do anything like that.
What time did you leave there last night?
I wasn't there last night.
Okay.
Where's the gun?
I don't even have that gun.
Do you love your kids?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Would you leave them there by themselves from 2 o'clock in the morning until 7 p.m. the next day with their dead mother laying right there?
Is that how you found my kids?
Laying on their dead mother.
They were laying on her.
BJ, you need to
Shot with the same Glock that you have, that
Y'all
you
didn't
threatened
tell
her
me
with
that.
2 weeks ago.
Y'all didn't tell me that.
You need to tell us, man.
I didn't do anything. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I don't even have that gun.
Where's it at?
I mean,
I wouldn't know.
you're trying to make it sound like you don't have a history of violence and all that, but you do, with other women. A man who got caught up in an emotional moment, cold-blooded killer.
I wasn't over there, and I didn't do it.
You pick which category you want to go in.
I didn't do
I
it.
can't do it for you. You pick it.
I didn't do it,
I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to have to justify in your own mind
and I wasn't there.
how you left your 2 kids there.
What did she do? I mean, what happened last night? What did she do to try
I
to
wasn't
get that
there
point?
last night.
You know why you got snatched up when you showed up earlier? You know why those officers snatched you up so
Why?
quick? Because Daddy shot Mommy. Daddy killed Mommy.
I don't think that is true.
You don't think that's true?
I don't think that my son said that.
He did. We
I got it on a
tape.
recorded interview.
I don't think that he said
Not
that.
only that, but her entire family said,
I didn't know what happened to her until you guys told me when we came in here.
you think it's a coincidence that 2 weeks prior to this, you broke her door and you held a gun to her head?
I don't think that.
And then she's found with gunshots and a broken door. Isn't that a little bit of a coincidence?
Daddy shot Mommy.
I didn't do
You don't have to
anything
do
her.
this. I love you.
I didn't do anything to her, and I didn't go back over there. Once I left there last week, on that
After you held a
Saturday,
gun to her head and kicked her door
a
in?
BB gun.
Your phone might not have gone back over there, but you did. I don't know
wasn't
why.
over there.
Actually, I wouldn't know because you deleted your location history after the 15th.
I don't think
That's
they
why
catch
you were
it to
very
her.
quick to say it's been a week since I've been over there because that's what your phone shows.
No, I just know where I've been.
I'm not fooled by you, man. You got a very violent side to you.
I didn't
Very
touch
violent.
it.
Yeah, you're hiding it, and you
The
think
past-
you think you're good at it.
The
You're
past
not.
4 women you've been
I
with,
didn't
you've
do
been
it.
violent.
You snap.
You took a gun to a
did.
woman's house.
You get emotional and you snap.
Your own
I-
family trespassed you
yeah,
against
you
their
lose
house.
control.
I don't.
You're
My
calm,
family
cool.
doesn't do
You're a
anything
player.
like that.
You're smooth with the ladies and all that until this happens. Until they say, "Hey,
Once the police found Tashika's pants and the murder weapon under the stairs at Bursey's home, he would be charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder and the case would go to trial.
One final witness took the stand before both sides rested their cases. The DNA expert from FDLE showed the jury where she took blood samples off the pair of sweatpants found tucked under the stairs at Bursey Armstrong's parents' home.
The observed DNA profile is greater than 700 billion times more likely to occur if the samples originated from Tashika Young than from an unrelated individual.
Armstrong's defense asked the expert if there would be another way for that DNA to get there.
If I put my hand in my pocket, right here, am I rubbing off skin cells, and that's why you look in the pocket area?
Yes,
So you could get somebody's skin cells along with somebody's blood from that pocket area and have that mixture. Right?
yes.
Armstrong decided not to take the stand. During closing arguments, prosecutor Sheila Loizos reminded the jury what Tashika Young's downstairs neighbor heard the day she was found dead.
I love you. I love you. Who else did she love other than Percy Armstrong? So even though she wasn't able to talk to you today, her last words got to you.
With the jury found the defendant guilty of murder in the second degree.
The jury decided Armstrong was guilty of both second-degree murder charges. Tashika Young's cousin shared the family's reaction to that verdict.
Bittersweet moment. It's bitter to the point that we did lose 2 lives, but it's sweet to the point that justice was served today, and we are elated that justice was served today.
Percy Armstrong was convicted of second-degree murder last month, and today our Christina Burgess was inside the courtroom when Armstrong learned his sentence.
Yeah, before Percy Armstrong was sentenced in court today, Tashika Young's mother, Olivia Young, was making a personal statement. That's when Armstrong yelled out and caused some commotion in the courtroom.
You are full of it.
I am scripted day by day.
Okay.
There is no love in you.
Okay, excuse me. We're going to do this in order. I don't want to hear anything from the gallery.
To God be the glory.
There's no
We need
love in you.
God.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Armstrong, we need to be quiet. We do this in order.
Outbursts from Percy Armstrong directed to his victim's mother as she gave her impact statement after hearing from other members of the Young family.
She wasn't able to live a full life because Percy Armstrong Jr. took her away from us.
Armstrong's family pleaded with the judge to show mercy.
One mistake doesn't take away everything.
This truly is an awful, tragic, desperately sad situation. But it's not a mistake. It was an act by you and for which you must be held accountable.
The judge sentenced Armstrong to life in prison for the murder of Tashika Young and her unborn baby. He will serve his sentences consecutively.
Justice has been served because he got just what he deserved. But God has lifted me up, and I can hear my baby girl saying, "Okay, mama, you're doing good. Got them 2 babies to take care of."
What are your thoughts on this case?